I want to show you two properties. Same size, same number of bedrooms, same type of area. One makes £800 a month profit, the other makes £200. Same host, same listing quality, same effort. The only difference, location. And I don't mean one is in London and the other one is in Manchester. I mean one postcode versus another postcode in the exact same city. That is how much location matters in this business. If you get it right, your calendar is going to stay full. But if you get it wrong, you're grinding every single month just to break even. So I'm about to show you exactly how to find the right locations before you even make any commitment to anything. And by the end of this video, you're going to know how to research any area in the UK using real data, what to look for before you approach a landlord, and how to avoid the single biggest mistakes that beginners make when choosing where to start. So let's get into this. Now, here's how most beginners choose a location. They look near where they live, or they pick somewhere that feels right, or they hear someone else mention the city and they think, yeah, that sounds good. And then they secure a property, spend money furnishing it, they list it, and then they sit there waiting for bookings that don't come. And that's because they never check whether the demand was actually there in the first place. And I get it. You know, when I started out, I made decisions based on my gut feelings too. But this business does not reward gut feeling. It rewards data. And here's the good news. The data is free. It's sitting right there on the same platforms that you're going to use to run your business anyway. You just need to know where to look. Now, before you look at any numbers, you need to understand what drives demand in an area. Because high demand doesn't just mean tourists. There are different types of guests who actually fill up your calendar. And the best locations attract more than one of them. So here's what to look for. Employers and business travelers. I'm talking big companies, hospitals, government offices, construction sites. They bring in contractors, visiting staff, and professionals who need somewhere to stay for weeks at a time. Like, these are some of the best guests that you can have. They have long stays, low turnover, and predictable income. Next is transport links. Train stations, major roads, airport proximity. People traveling for work will always gravitate to somewhere, that they can just get in and out easily. One of my properties in Surrey Keys is right opposite a train station. That alone just keeps it consistently booked. And then there's city centers and event venues, concerts, conferences, football stadiums, shopping areas. These are going to drive the weekend demand and peak season bookings. Hospitals and medical centers. Like, this one is often overlooked, but visiting families, medical staff on rotation, patients from out of town, they create consistent year-round demand. They don't just disappear in January. The best location ticks more than one of these boxes, and that's exactly what you're looking for. So let's talk about how you actually research this. I'm going to walk you through exactly what I do. And I'm going to use a real example. So this is Surrey Keys in London. Step number one, go to booking.com and search the area. Just type in Surrey Keys. Filter for entire homes and apartments. Set a 0.5 mile radius. Now look at two things. Availability. Are the calendars of existing listings full or empty? And then pricing. What are those hosts charging per night? If you see listings that are booked out 2 to 3 weeks in advance, this is a strong demand signal. If you see listings with wide open calendars, that tells you something too. Now in Surrey Keys, when I searched this area, I could see consistent bookings across multiple listings. Good nightly rates, decent occupancy. That told me before I'd even spoken to a single landlord that the demand was already there. Now step two, do the same on Airbnb. Look at the map view, search the area, filter for the property type that you're targeting, and then check the calendars of those top rated listings. How far ahead are they booked? Look at the reviews. Are guests mentioning locations specifically? Are they saying things like great for work trips, or perfect for visiting the hospital, or ideal for the commute? That tells you who your guest actually is. Step three, use Pricelabs for deeper data. Now here's where most people in this space will tell you to use AirDNA. And I want to be straight with you about this. AirDNA only pulls data from Airbnb and VRBO. In the UK, 70 to 80% of your bookings are going to come from booking.com. So if your research tool isn't pulling data from those platforms, you're only seeing half the picture. Pricelabs pulls data from both, so use that for your occupancy rates and revenue estimates. Step four, run the numbers. Once you find an area with strong demand, you need to know if the numbers actually work. So here's the simple version of doing this. Look at what similar properties in that area actually charge per night. Let's say £120. Assume 70% occupancy. That's 21 nights a month. 21 nights at £120 is £2,520 gross revenue. Take off platform fees, roughly 16%. That's around £400. You're left with about £2,120. Now you know what the property can generate. From that, you work out your split with the landlord and whether there's enough profit in it for the both of you. Now, Now in Surrey Keys, when I ran these numbers, they worked. It was coming in at around £240 per night with an 85% occupancy. That's how you make a data-driven decision, not one with gut feeling. Now let me tell you what makes me walk away from a location. Number one, occupancy rates below 55% across multiple listings in that area. That tells me even the established hosts are struggling to fill their calendars. I don't want to go into that. You don't want to walk into that. Number two, properties sitting empty for weeks on the platforms. Like, if the competition can't get booked, you won't get booked either. Like, not yet anyway. Number three, only one type of demand driver. If an area only attracts tourists, January is going to be brutal. You want to mix business travelers. They're going to keep you booked in January when the tourists disappear. And this one is important. Number four, a landlord with a poor property who isn't willing to make repairs. Like, the best location in the world won't save a bad product. Walk away and find the next one. And by the way, inside my free guide, the 5 steps to launch your first Airbnb business in 30 days, step number 3 is exactly this: choosing the right location using data. It's going to walk you through the research process week by week. The link is in the description below. It's completely free. Go and grab it. So let me make this make sense with Surrey Keys. Why did I look at this area in the first place? Well, number one, transport. Surrey Keys has an overground station. It's in Zone 2. It has easy access into central London. Number 2, it's close to Canary Wharf. Like, this is one of the biggest business districts in the whole country. That immediately tells me business travelers, contractors, people commuting in and out of the city. Then I looked at the platforms. Strong occupancy across existing listings. Solid nightly rates. Guests in the reviews mentioning work trips and convenience. The numbers stacked up. That is the process. You're not guessing, you're confirming. You're looking for an area where the demand is already proven, and then you're going to a landlord and showing them that proof. That's what makes landlords say yes, because you're not coming to them with a hope and a dream. You're coming with real data. So if you want the full step-by-step process, including how to research your location in week 2 of the plan, download the free guide in the description below. It's called the 5 steps to launch your Airbnb business without owning a single property. The location research is step 3. It's all in there. The link is below. And also subscribe. If you found this useful, subscribe right now. I put out 2 videos every single week. Real strategies for building a real Airbnb business in the UK. So make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever the videos drop. I'll see you in the next one.